Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is your host, Andrew Spama. We're talking relationships. We're not going backward, but we are going forward. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who's joining me tonight? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Andrew Spama YouTube channel. So please subscribe there. Let us get more videos that I have done before. Recap on what I have spoken about through our YouTube channel. Subscribe there, like our videos so that we can know who is with us, who are we serving, because feedback is always important. Thank you very much, low below, for watching and joining us tonight. We appreciate you. We are talking relationships with your host, Andrew Spama. We improve and grow every day. We are no longer the same as we started. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is important to start. Start with what you have and where you are. And resources will join you when you are busy. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm not going to waste any time, but please go to YouTube, like our YouTube channel, and let's continue sharing this message. Post your comment, Pastor Ben Holland. Thank you very much for coming through, my brother. Long time. Talk to me. Who is joining me? Right. It is important, ladies and gentlemen, that you never undermine what you are having. Pastor Mutale, thank you very much for coming through. Tonight, I want to recap on the things that I wrote on my Facebook page. And I'm not going to waste time. Number one, reported child protection, our responsibility. Report it, because child protection is our responsibility. I said to you last time that it is important, and I'm going to emphasize, and I'm going to champion child protection, especially in my country, South Africa, and the whole of Africa and all over the world. I will talk relationships, but relationships starts from childhood. We cannot ignore the growth and the development of the child, and in order for us, if we want to build strong and healthy relationships don't start as an adult. Relationships start from your childhood. How you saw your parents interacting, how you saw those you look up to interacting, how you saw your whether it is your uncle, how they interacted with your aunt, teaches you something about relationship. All right, so it is important that we protect our children. As citizens, we have the statutory responsibility. We've got the legal, legally we've got a responsibility to report any suspicion of child neglect or child abuse taking place. And hear me well, I'm saying any suspicion. So even if you don't have proof, all right, even if you don't have the full details of what is happening, you need to report that to the police. You need to report it to your social worker that I am suspecting that this child is not as I used to, or this child has told me this about their parents, about their uncle. But please, especially those that are working with children in the churches, at crèches, at schools, if you see a child that was a bubbly child, that was always doing his work, and all of a sudden things are changing, the child start to work in himself, and they never did those things before, as a parent, you need to be concerned. And I am here to say that believe the child and allow an adult opportunity to prove themselves. I'm going to repeat what I'm saying. Believe the child and give the adult an opportunity to prove themselves. The child you should never doubt what the child tells you. If the child tells you that Malumi, my uncle did this, if your child tells you Mani did this, believe the child and let the child know that they've done the right thing by reporting, and let the adult prove themselves. Because if you don't report any form of abuse, you are giving it a go ahead. You are becoming a vehicle which now push this child abuse forward. The other thing that I also want to say is that let us be careful about people that we allow to interact or to work with our children. Let us be careful about the people that we allow to work and interact with the children. If you are a leader of a church and you've got a Sunday school teacher or someone that is working with the Sunday school or with your youth, you need to make sure that those people gives you a police background check, and they also need to give you that they are the affirmation of affidavit that they were never arrested, or their names is not appearing in the list of those that are not allowed to work with the children. So let us be intentional about child protection. Not every person is allowed to work with children. And those that are pedophiles, those that are child rapists, those that are abusers, most of that they are good in luring the children to come to them or to work with them. So it is our responsibility as teachers, doctors, nurses, pastors, any person that works with the children must really be confirmed and verified that they can work with the children. Don't put your child's life in danger, because once they are destroyed as children, it affects them the rest of their lives. Believe the child and allow an adult to prove their innocence. I'm going to repeat that. Believe the child and allow an adult to prove their innocence. Let us protect our children. Let us report any form of abuse, neglect to the police. And once you have reported it, have the docket number with you. Have the docket number with you. Let them give you the case number. Once you have reported to the social worker, have something that is in writing that you have reported it. All right, so that whatever happens in the future, you can have a proper documentation about that incident that you have reported. Child protection, indeed, beyond reasonable doubt, it is our responsibility. All right, don't just leave your child with anyone. Some of you, you've got people that are transporting your children to school. How do you know the safety of your child with that person that the child is calling uncle? All right, have you managed to check with them to give you that report to say that the police clearance to say that they are clear they can work with children? Because it is your responsibility. You don't just trust your child with any person. Okay, thank you very much. That is my point. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. I'm going to use that as a starting point every time. When you hear me, you will hear me talking about child protection, and you will hear also me talking about relationship. But child protection is important, and I'm going to dwell much on it as is vital. Quickly, let me also go to the point of saying, I wrote in this week that those people who are obsessed with competition versus those people who are obsessed with where they are going in life. Be careful to be obsessed with those people that you are competing with. You are competing with them, Mr. Mlizimadisha. Thank you very much for coming through. There are people that you are competing with them, and you find that you are competing with someone that is not even aware that you are competing with them. In other words, you have become, once you subject yourself to the level of competition, that means you have put yourself lower than the person that you are competing with. So in other words, you have become a follower of the person that you're competing with. Everything that they do, you want to do. And the problem is that you want to do it better than them. And as such, you are stretching yourself. So the best thing in life have a clear line about what you want to do in life. Let your vision be your vision. Own it up and set goals according to your vision. All right? Let your vision be clear. Set goals about your vision and pursue your vision. The people that are around you can be your motivators. And once you no longer look at them as competitors, you will be able to tap into their abilities or into what they are good at. You are able to even go to them and ask, how do they do it? Because you don't look them as competitors. Because once you look them at competitors, you will not even ask advice from them because they are doing something better and good and you are admiring it. But you've got your race to run, that you've got your goals to achieve. So it is very much important, ladies and gentlemen, to know where you are going in life and don't get stuck with the methods of going there. Most of us, we are stuck with the method. If one method of achieving your goal, of achieving your vision is not working, you find yourself frustrated. If I knock at the door and the door is not opening, I rather go to the roof and take off the roof. If the door is not opening, I will use the window. But don't get stuck with the method when you want to achieve your goal. Be flexible in your method, but be consistent on your goal. I'm going to repeat that. That is so powerful, Andrew. Did you be consistent. Stand your ground on what you want to achieve. The method might differ, the time might be different, but stand your ground on what you want to achieve. Pursue it, change the method, change the direction. Don't get stuck with the method. But when you are busy achieving your goal, know where you are going. Be clear about where you are going. All right? Know where you are going because it will help you to focus your energy on things that matters than those that are around you. All right? Know where you are going. Know what you want to achieve. Know where you want to see yourself. And then put your energy there. And when you do that, when you're focusing on where you want to go in life, what you want to achieve, what you believe that God has laid in your life, all these other things, all these distractions that come will not derail you because you are focused. You know what you want. All right? You are adaptable in your method, but you are clear about the goal that you want to achieve. Thank you very much, Maps Connie. Thank you very much, Itumeleng Madiba and Walter Mzaza. Thank you very much for coming through. Thank you very much. And then the other thing that I want to bring forward is that having a relevant knowledge liberates you into a winner. Seek knowledge that aligns to your future. Seek knowledge. If you want to be a builder, seek knowledge about building. All right, Gogo, thank you very much for coming through. Gogo Ezra for coming through. Thank you. Right? Seek knowledge and relevant knowledge. Hearing about people's failure, who has done what with who, is knowledge but is irrelevant. Listening on the news about corruption and how the country is going down, it ends up affecting you, the way you feel about your country. It ends up affecting the prospect of the future because you've got all these good plans that you are looking at, but now you are listening to the news. They tell you about corruption, how much money has been wasted, and you are receiving knowledge, but it's irrelevant to where you want to go. In the midst of things falling apart, you need to have focus on where you want to go. Don't allow every knowledge, every information to come into your ear because it will disturb you and it will disrupt you from your goal. Okay? You can't spend your time and resources trying to catch up with those that you are competing with, because you will never win. Identify where you want to be and run your own race. This is your race. This is your life. This is your vision. Own it up. All right. Focus your energy on it. All right. Focus your energy on it and run with it. All right. Kathleen Toms. Yeah. Focus your energy on what you want to achieve. Run towards it. Yeah, don't let these things, gossips, people that are talking about you, don't let them distract you, because they will talk. They will talk when you have it. They will talk when you don't have it. All right? They will talk when things are going good. They will talk as when things are going bad. So let them talk, but let them talk about things going well in your life, because they're going to talk anyway. So don't get distracted. All right? The one person you should be competing against is the person that you are competing against is the person that has set the standard, as I said before. And that means you are living your life as a catch. You are always wanting to catch up. You always want to catch up. All right? You don't need to live like that. Know your strength. Work from your strength. Work with what God has given you and pursue it, because God wants to make you a winner. God wants to make you a better person. All right? The other point that I wrote during the week, I wrote on my Facebook status that, do you see the thing that you want, or do you think about the things that prevents you from getting what you want? This is the words from Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek asked a question that, do you see the things that you want, or you see the things that prevent you from getting what you want? Now, Simon gives this example. He says that one time he was on a race with his friend, and there were free donuts that were being served. And he said, to his friend, there are the free donuts. And the friend says, no, the queue is too long. Friend, free donuts. Let's get the free donuts. And the friend says, no, the queue is long. So two people seeing the opportunity. Another person is seeing the free donuts, and another one see the queue, though he likes the donuts, but he's looking at the queue. So the question, as you are looking at whatever you want to achieve in life, what are you seeing? Are you seeing the obstacles that are blocking you from achieving the goal, or you are seeing the goal? When your eyes are focused more on the goal, the obstacle will vanish in one way or another. You will find your way into what you want to achieve once you are able to know what is on the other side beyond the obstacles. Obstacles are there. Obstacles are there. Before you can get a degree, you must attend the courses. Before you can get your driver's license, you must... All these things, everything that you want to achieve that is good has got obstacles that are blocking it. So the question is, what do you see? What are you seeing? Andrew, is tough. I can't make it. Every time I apply, they always reject me. No, you are not the first one to get a rejected letter. Rejection letter have been written all these years. You are not the first one, and you are not even going to be the last one. You will be rejected, but when you are rejected, doesn't mean that you must stop trying. You get rejected and you write and you apply again. You keep on doing it. What are you seeing? Are you seeing the prize that is set before you, or are you seeing the challenges before the prize? Everything that you want to achieve, everything that you want to possess in life is protected. Some is protected by critics. Some is protected by people who have failed before. They will tell you that it has never worked, it will not work. So the question is that, are you going to listen to those that have failed, or are you going to look for those that have succeeded? And you're going to look and get motivated and say, and if they can do it, I know that you can do it. I like it in the book of Hebrews. It said that we've got a cloud of witnesses, people that have walked before us and they've made it. If the prostitute can become the grandmother of Jesus Christ. All right. If Rahab the prostitute could become the grandmother of Jesus Christ, what about you? Don't allow obstacles to block you from your goal. Focus your eyes on the prize that is set before you and endure the race. Fight the race because your eyes are not on the pain. Your eyes must be on the prize that is set before you. What is it that you want? Do you really want it? Are you willing to pay the price to get it? You fail one subject, but you've written 5 modules and you failed only once and you feel that the world is over. The whole course is no. You repeat, you write that modules until you get it right. Because out of the 6 that you have registered, you have failed only 1 or even 2. But you have passed the 4. Focus on the 4. Get your strength from the 4 and move on. All right? Move on, because there is a better future ahead of you. There is something good ahead of you. Focus on the prize, not on the pain. Focus on the prize, not on the obstacles. There are better things ahead. Set your eyes on the prize that is ahead of you. Set the victory. The reward is for those who will fight until the end, not for those that give up. The reward is for people, men and women, who will fight despite the challenges, when they are sweating, when they are crying, and when they look back, they said that I have done it before and I will not give up because I know what is set before me. What is it that is set before you? David Ndlovu, what is it that is set before you? Mbali, what is it that is set before you? What are the challenges? Because if you don't give up, that problem will have to shift. It's either you shift or the problem shift. But one of you must shift. All right? Caroline, what is it that you have set before you? Challenges will be there. All right? Challenges will be there. There will be people who will tell you that it has never been done in this family. Who do you think you are? Even your uncle has given up. Huh? Don't ask those that have failed, because they will tell you how they failed. Go to those that have succeeded in the same area and ask them how they made it. They will be happy to share that knowledge with you. Don't go around after getting a driver's license. Instead of going to look for cars, you are going to all the scrapyard. You are looking for all these cars that are smashed, and you are saying, oh, it's difficult to drive. You will never drive. Go to the new cars and look at the luxury of the cars and say, I want to see myself in this car. And when you have that kind of mind, you are going far in life. All right. So get your eyes set on the prize, not on the things that distract you from getting what you want. You are complaining about the how, that you forget the why you want it to happen. When the why you want it is clear and in front of you, the how will sort itself out. When the why is clear, all right, your why must be more important than the how. The angel goes to Mary and says, Mary, you will have a child. And Mary says, how? How will it be? Because I'm still a virgin. But she says, not my will, but your will. Let it be done. When an idea comes to mind, stop focusing on the how it will happen. Stop focusing on how you will do it, but says, let it be, I believe it. Start reading about it. Start doing research about it. Start reading about people that have made it in the particular area or closer to where you want to go. Once you get yourself consumed with the how, you will get stressed. Once you get yourself consumed with the how, you will go under depression. And you will give up even before you can start. The how is not your responsibility, but your why must be clear. Why are you in this marriage? Why are you in this relationship? Why are you doing this course? Yes, you have failed one module, but why are you doing this course? Let it be clear. You know very well that if I can do this course, and if I can do this course, this is where I will go. This is the kind of promotion that I will get. If I do this business, this is. Oh, can I talk? You know, David, when he faced Goliath, what he wanted to know is what will be given. Why is he facing Goliath? Because he was tired of his nation being ridiculed. Are you tired of the kind of money that you are getting? Are you tired of being ridiculed by this supervisor? When the why is clear, the why, how will sort it out. Some of you, you know that you need to register a course, but you are more concerned about how, because you are looking at your salary and you are thinking that it is not enough. Hey, my friend, let the why be clear and strong. Because when the why is clear and strong, the how will sort itself out. And I want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, that I've got a book that I've written. If you don't mind, I don't see it any closer here. I was looking for it. True Love Through Conflicts. And I wanted to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that conflicts are not bad in a relationship. Conflicts are not bad. Actually, if you don't differ with your partner, there is someone who is not being genuine. All right? When you don't differ with your partner, we're going to differ. Even the most loving dovies, they differ in the relationship. It's not about the conflict, but it is about how you handle the conflict. So get my book, True Love Through Conflict. It is online on Amazon. Write Andrew Spalmer, True Love Through Conflicts. Get the book for yourself. Because in there I am addressing on how to know how to handle the conflict within a relationship, how to learn to express yourself in a relationship. Because in a relationship, we don't deal with the person, we deal with the matter that we disagree with. Because once you stop playing the ball and you play the person, you will get a yellow card or a red card. When I have done something wrong and I didn't do it right, stop calling me name. Deal with what I have done wrong, and then we will deal with it instead of calling me names. There's no need to call someone a foolish, useless, good for nothing somebody. There's no need. Once you start saying those things, you are playing the person, you are no longer playing the ball. Yes, I have wronged you. I admit it. Yes, I have done something stupid. But that doesn't mean that you should call me stupid, because I'm not. Yes, I've done something that doesn't make sense. All right? But you don't have to call me names. Know how to deal with conflict by getting the book, True Love Through Conflicts. The other thing that is also important in life that I've written about in the week, blame it. Where I said to you, ladies and gentlemen, that it is easier in life to blame it on someone else than you. It is easy to blame everyone except you who is being involved in this matter. When you blame someone, you miss the opportunity to learn and to grow from your mistake. When you blame someone, when you say it is not me, it is someone. When you say it is not me, it is the devil. When you say it is not me, it is the witches. When you say it is not me, it's the pastor. When you say it's not me, it's apartheid. When you say it's not me, it's the capitalist system. When you say it's not me, it's the socialist system. When you are blaming everyone except you, there is a high percentage that you will repeat the same mistake. And because you are not taking responsibility of your actions, you will repeat it and repeat it. You will fail the same grade while you are busy blaming the teacher, blaming the professor. about things that are your responsibility. You have to understand that certain things that yes, people can do whatever they want to do, but at the end of the day, whatever happens and it affects you becomes your responsibility. You cannot live your life blaming. No, I cheated because you are no longer showing me affection. No, I cheated because this woman, this man, he was just there. No, take responsibility. You cannot blame someone. That is what Eve did. When you blame someone, you will never correct yourself. All right? Some of you are busy. You are stuck in your life. You are not going anywhere. You are busy blaming your supervisor, as if the person is owning the company, as if your development is based on them. It is your growth is your responsibility. All right? Your growth is your responsibility. Take responsibility of your life. Take responsibility of the future. Take responsibility of your action. Take responsibility of your growth. All right? Also want to say to you as I go to the conclusion, you will never be successful in anything that you do as long as your heart is filled with hatred and bitterness. As long as your heart is filled with hatred, as long as your heart is filled with bitterness, you might be giving it, you can give good excuse. Andrew, do you know what they did to me? Andrew, you know what? I loved this person. I went all out. I bought him everything. He is what he is because of me. She is what she is because of me. And look how they repay me. Look, as long as you are bitter, as long as your heart is filled with hatred on things that you cannot change, because my friend, yesterday I cannot change. Yesterday is gone. Only thing that is left in yesterday is lessons. And I'm not going to live my life focused on the pain that has happened yesterday. I will learn lessons from yesterday. I will learn lessons from the pain, and I will focus on the future, and I will make sure that I don't bring yesterday today, because if I bring yesterday to today, it will disrupt my today, and tomorrow when I get there, I will find that yesterday keeps on following me. Don't allow your past to torment you. Don't allow people that have hurt you to continue to hurt you, even when they're out of your life. You are miles and miles away from them. They are living in one city, you are in another city. They are in Limpopo, you are in Gauteng, but still they torment you. As long as your heart is filled with hatred and bitterness, you will never succeed in anything that you do. Let go of those that have hurt you. Forgive them, not for their sake, but for your sake. Let go of the people that have hurt you for your sake. You need a peace of mind. You cannot walk around with death, with smelling death around you. You cannot become a dustbin where people have dumped their rubbish into you, their bitterness into you, and you are walking around with your face down. Your confidence is down because you are focused on the people that have hurt you. They have hurt you, they have given you a red card. So what? Rise up and become a better person. All right? Because a heart filled with hatred is more concerned about revenge and the movements of its enemy. You are always concerned, where is that person? What is she doing? With who? Where? Because your heart is filled with forgive and let go. Because when your heart is filled with hatred and resentment, you don't enjoy anything. You take pleasure in gossiping because you always want to hear the news about your enemies. You are following them around. You don't have life. They are controlling your life. Remember, my friend, you can't change another person. The only person that you've got power to change is yourself. So work on yourself more than you work on the people that have hurt you. Also, I have quoted on my status about the speech of former President Thabo Mbeki talking about education. Please go and look at it. And the other thing that I also want to acknowledge is the workshop that I attend with Pastor X from Marriage Affairs, where he spoke about emotional legacy. The way you live your marriage, the way you live, the way you conduct your love life with your spouse. Can your children say, I want a marriage like that which of my mother and my father? Many parents, we are working hard to give our children the best education. We are working hard to leave our children beautiful and nice houses. But we fail in giving our children emotional legacy, in giving our children a good example, a good pattern of what marriage should look like. Can your children say one day, I want to be in a relationship like the way my mother has conducted a relationship? Yes, things might not have worked out, but the way you are conducting yourself, do you think that you are setting a good example to your children? That was from Pastor X. And the last, what can you learn from your enemies? Can you reflect about your enemies, the people that you consider your enemies? What can you learn from them? Because there is something that you can learn from them. Because if we do this, ladies and gentlemen, we will grow in our relationship. And remember, relationship does not start outside of you. Have a relationship with yourself first before you can involve someone into your life. Know who you are, where you are going in life, what you want to achieve, and let the other person who's joining you be clear about what you are, where you are going, and let them support you as you also support them on their vision. I am your brother, Andrew Spama. I talk relationships. Thank you very much for taking your time to listen. Please share this message. Share it on your status. Share it with your friends. I'll be sending the YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like and comment on this video so that we can hear more from you. Our website will be up very soon, where you will also be able to go there, read more about the work that we are doing, get our YouTube videos, and also order our books and more materials that we will be bringing to you. Thank you very much. Let us meet next week again. This time, God bless you. Thank you very much.